This conference will now be recorded.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to the final town council meeting for the town of Edgewood. Before we get to call to order or the Pledge of Allegiance, there's one little item we need to take care of. Our interim clerk has become ill and is not here with us. And I have asked around the room. We have the chief and we have Jesus here, as well as Courtney, and we also have our attorney here. Of the people in the room that I have asked to take notes this evening, our attorney has been willing to do so. If there are any objections that we don't have an official keeper, I'll entertain those now. I know I have a problem with not having a sworn clerk, and we've kind of muddled our way through to this point, but now we don't have anyone except our town's attorney to take notes this evening. So anybody wish to speak to that before we get going?
Well, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem?
Yes, Councilor?
As I've said for the last few meetings, I've been commenting that since we had no sworn clerk in attendance, that I felt we should not even be meeting. And I'm of the same opinion this evening.
Okay, any other comments, councilors? None?
Is Jesus recording this audio, the meeting?
Yes, of course.
Okay, because that is typically what we use to prepare notes. So, I mean, the agenda. So I think as long as we are recording it, that someone, when Monet feels better, can come and transcribe them, then I think we're fine.
All right, well, with those two comments, I guess we'll go ahead and move forward and call the meeting to order. And first item is Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I salute the flag of the state of New Mexico and the symbol of perfect friendship among united cultures. First item we have on this evening's agenda is approval of this evening's agenda. Do I hear a motion to approve the agenda?
Mr. Mayor, I noticed that down on section 4 or section 6 under calendar review, you have the organizational meeting with the wrong year. So that needs to be corrected to 2022.
Okay, we can certainly do that.
Other than that, I make a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
I'll second.
Okay, we've got a motion and a second to approve tonight's agenda. How do you vote, Council? Councilor Jaramillo?
Aye.
Councilor Abraham?
Aye.
Councilor Holly?
I vote no because we have no sworn clerk in attendance.
Well, that comes down to me. And I'm wondering if we're going to actually get anything done here tonight, guys. Since we've done a whole lot of nothing for the last, I don't know, many months, particularly on meeting minutes and things like that. Well, I'll entertain things, I guess. And I will go ahead and vote aye, and we will move forward. First item is the consent agenda, and I would move that we approve all of the items on the consent agenda, all of the meeting minutes that this council has pending, and the reports for October and November. Do I hear a second? Well, hearing no second, motion dies for lack of a second. We move on. Public comment, as identified in section 4 below. Public comment on the action item, which is consideration of a resolution posting vacant positions. So I see a great number of callers online, and we will go through the list, starting with caller number 4. You are unmuted. Caller number 4. Jesus? Hold on. Caller number 4, if you would identify yourself and if you wish to speak to the action item on our agenda. Caller number 4. I hear no one at caller number 4. So let's move to caller number 5. You are unmuted, caller number 5. If you could identify yourself, please, and if you wish to speak to the item on our agenda. Caller number 5. I hear no one at caller number 5. Caller number 6. If you would identify yourself, please, and if you wish to speak to the item on our agenda.
Yes, it's Karen Kaiser. Hello?
Hello, Ms. Kaiser. Do you wish to speak to the item on our agenda this evening?
Regarding vacant positions, yes,
Yes.
I do, please. And regarding the position that's soon to be made vacant by Councillor Abraham, I just wanted to take a moment to thank her profusely for 10 years of faithful service to the town of Edgewood. And she really leaves a good example to the new commission coming in of how to be a public servant and do it with dignity and grace and compassion. And I can't thank her enough. She always showed up. She had read her packet. She was prepared. And I've never seen any public servant care any more about the people. So thank you for the opportunity to speak about your vacant positions. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Kaiser. We now have caller number 6. Caller number 7? Yes. Okay, caller number 7. If you would identify yourself, please, and if you wish to speak to the item on the agenda. Caller number 7. I don't hear anyone at caller number 7. Let's move to caller 8. Caller number 8, do you wish to speak to the item on this evening's agenda?
I don't know. I don't know what caller we are.
I don't either.
You have to tell them I'm
I'm sorry, I'm number 7.
Oh, somebody spoke up. Number 7.
Hello, Commissioner Councilor Abrams.
Yes.
Hi, this is Rudy Garcia, County Commissioner. I just want to let you know I was just tuning into your all meeting, and just I don't know what caller it was. I believe I was caller 7, but I will unmute myself and I just wanted to say hello.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Garcia.
No problem. Thank you.
Commissioner. Thank you. We still have someone on 7. Caller number 7, would you wish to speak? You're unmuted. One more time. Caller number 7. don't hear anyone at caller 7. And Mr. or Counselor, or I mean, Commissioner Garcia was at 8, correct? No, he was 15. All right, let's move then to 8. Caller number 8, do you wish to speak to the items on our agenda this evening?
I'm not sure what number we are, but it's for Paul Gutierrez.
Okay, is this Mr. Gutierrez or Paul Gutierrez? Is that what I heard?
Well, yeah, my husband is here, Paul, but we have nothing to say. Not about.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Thank you. And this would be, next caller would be caller 10. If you would identify yourself, please, and if you wish to speak. Caller number 10.
I guess so.
If you could identify yourself.
I'm not sure what number we are.
You're caller 10.
Okay. This is Ken and Louise Florin. We live at 8 Appaloosa Lane. And we're definitely interested in the item on the agenda.
Okay. If you wish to speak to the agenda, please proceed.
We definitely want our road paved, if I'm reading this thing correctly. The dust is unbelievable. And it's, go ahead.
The current item on the agenda is regarding the posting of vacant positions.
Oh, sorry. We don't have anything to say about that.
Quite all right. Quite all right. But good to hear that you would like to have your road paved. Is there anything that you would like to add to the posting of positions this evening?
No.
Okay, thank you then. We'll move to caller number 11.
Yeah, this is Jerry Powers. I'd like to speak.
Go ahead, Mr. Powers.
I would like to say I'm in favor of posting the items, the open positions. I think there are more positions open than are being posted, but it's good to see that some of them will be, especially with the P&Z board resigning prematurely. It's created quite a backlog of the land use applications that haven't been dealt with. So I'm happy to see that we'll get a start on that. I also want to say I'm in support of the organizational meeting being on the calendar for January 3rd. The sooner we can get a start in taking office with the new commission, the better. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Powers. I guess we're moving on to caller 11 now? 12. Caller number 12, if you wish to speak to the item on the agenda, please identify yourself.
Mark Mall.
Mark, what was your last name again, please?
Moll, M-O-L-L.
Go ahead, Mr. Moll.
First of all, I would like to thank the council for their support and for their involvement in the Edgewood community. I've been involved with and I may not be allowed to speak on this, but I am very concerned with the Edgewood Master Plan Amendment and the appeals that were filed and what the council is intending to do with those.
Okay, well, we do try and limit our discussion to the items on the agenda, but thank you for your input and your concern. And we will see where that goes.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, sir. Our next caller would be caller 15. Oh, that was Rudy, or Commissioner Garcia. Next would be Commissioner-elect Brennan. Do you wish to speak?
Yes, thank you, Mayor Pro Tem. First of all, I'd like to thank Sherry Abrams for all the work that she's done over the years and all the support she has given me, showing me the ropes, helping me get into my position. And I look forward to her continued support with myself and my fellow commissioners. Thank you, Sherry. You're just a fantastic person. Thank you. And as far as the open positions, myself and my fellow commissioners, we greatly look forward to getting those positions filled as soon as we can. We look forward to a lot of participation from the folks in Edgewood and people outside town to help us fill those positions. We got a lot of work coming up next year. There's a lot of empty holes we've got to fill, a lot of damage that needs to be repaired, and it's going to take a lot of work. And once again, I just say thank you to the people of Edgewood. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Brennan. Next, we have Daniel T.
Hi, this is Daniel Toppy. I'm just here to listen.
Okay. Next, we have, who's next on that list? Edgewood Citizen. Well, no, it looks like you unmuted Jem NM.
Hi, good evening. This is Linda Burke with the Greater East Mountain Chamber of Commerce. I do see there are a number of positions open for the town, and the Chamber is considering doing a job fair in the first quarter of 2022. There are a number of businesses in town who are having difficulty recruiting, so it might be a good opportunity to try and get local residents working in our local community, hoping that the town would consider being a sponsor of the event so that we can get all of our businesses who generate GRTs that run the town to have a successful job fair. So I'll keep you all informed on that.
Thank you, Ms. Burke. John Moses, do you wish to speak? If you do, go ahead and unmute yourself. Mr. Moses, if you wish to speak, go ahead and unmute, and you may add to the conversation. Okay, I guess we move on then.
Did we just have caller 16 arrive?
Oh, look, there's caller 16. Caller 16, do you wish to speak to the item on our agenda this evening regarding posting of vacant positions? Caller number 16, you just joined us. I hear no one at caller 16. And with that, I guess we shall move on. The item on our agenda is Resolution 2021-20 regarding the posting of vacant positions. Council, I'm sure you've read this resolution. I'll go ahead and make a motion to approve Resolution 2021-20, resolution regarding the posting of vacant positions. Do I hear a second?
I second.
There is a motion and a second. Is there any discussion?
Well, I think we need to, do we need a deputy clerk and a town clerk?
Those are our two key positions.
Okay. Well, that's because we never had a manager before. So anyway, that was my only comment on here, was that, you know, I'm not sure you need both of those positions filled since there will be a manager.
Well, the manager has a certain position, clerk and treasurer have certain positions, and a deputy clerk provides bench depth. So I'm not sure what the constitution of the new org will be after January the 1st, but these are positions we currently hold vacant, so and it would be good to at least advertise and get them out there so that we might have some resumes or job applications at least for the incoming commission.
Okay. Does it, I don't think it requires the incoming commission to hire for that position if it's posted, right? If there was something that they wanted to change.
I have no idea whether there's going to be changes or not. So my crystal ball broke a long time ago.
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant that, you know, just because you post, just because you post a position doesn't mean that you have to hire for that position. So should something
Last time I checked, you can
change?
post positions and not hire them, yes.
Right. So I'm just saying, you know, and even if we got great candidates for, let's say, a deputy clerk and the commission determined the org chart was going to change to something else, then who knows, maybe that candidate is a good fit for somewhere else, right? So I don't think it hurts to get resumes.
Well,
okay.
Any further comment?
So that it says that we would post on or before December 20th, right? And it would be for at least 5 days. I think that's what the personnel policy says is 5 days, right?
Something like that, yeah. Internally?
Okay. Well, no, externally too.
Well, we would use the policy either way. I think there's an internal posting and then an external posting.
Okay.
By policy, so we'll allow internal posting for the job positions. I think it's internally 5 days. 5 days internally, and then we post externally.
Okay. And then also on this topic, for some of the appointed positions, Monet has the information to be able to post those on the website. So they're not employee per se vacant positions for employee, but just appointed positions that she could post as well.
Well, that is another topic for discussion, but not on our agenda. And this one is really vacant employee positions, so I would assume that we can post the other board positions soon. But
okay.
If there's no other discussion on this resolution, I can call for a vote. Councillor Jaramillo.
Aye.
Councillor Holly.
I will abstain since we have no sworn clerk in attendance.
Councillor Abraham.
Aye.
And I will post these positions. This resolution passes. I vote aye. Next item on the agenda is matters from councillors. Councillor Jaramillo.
Okay, thank you. This meeting is going along quickly. The last meeting of town council, as you said, kind of bittersweet. I just want to thank everyone for their service. I want to especially thank Councillor Abraham for really just all of your selfless service and thinking of the public and doing your due diligence and really caring and doing a great job in your position all of these years and being a mentor to me and to others. You've done an amazing job and just want to thank you for that, as others have already. Also, thanks to the public attending tonight and your comments. Just want to mention that typically in the town's history, we've had public comment on any matter that you wish, not just the agenda items. So I don't want to discourage anyone who called in tonight with another topic to be worried about that in the future. I would guess that it would probably go revert to the way the town has done public comment since its inception, where we listen to matters on pretty much any topic that you wish. So let's see, what else do we have here? We can talk about a few things in calendar review. I did want to wish everyone Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, of course, and to the commissioners-elect. I'm very glad that you all are transitioning in and so willing to serve and learn. They've already obtained 2 conferences of training and working very hard in my viewpoint to make this transition successful. And so I think we'll start off the new year quickly on January 3rd with the first meeting, and something I look forward to a lot. So thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Abraham.
Okay, so this evening, it is kind of bittersweet to finally get to the end of my term and look back at some of the things that were accomplished that I started out to do. I want to thank all of the people who voted for me and supported me through these last 10 years. My term turned out to be a little longer than I had anticipated, but I have enjoyed serving the public and hearing from you and listening to you and trying to make Edgewood the greatest town in New Mexico. I believe that with all my heart, that we can be the shining star in our state. I look forward to watching the new commissioners coming in and watching the new government blossom and bloom and take care of things that the citizens have spoke out to see that they wanted done. And so I will continue to mentor anybody that wants to call me for advice or historical knowledge or anything like that. I was very blessed when I was elected to have Rita Loy and Chuck Ring be really awesome mentors to me. They suggested that I take all the training that I could, and I feel blessed to have been able to have that knowledge and to use it to serve my community that I love so much. So just thank you for all of your support and all of your commitment to our community. So thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Holly.
I would like to say that my experience on council has been challenging, educational, and rewarding. I have really appreciated getting to know the town employees, working with them, and getting to know them on a personal level at all the events that we participated in. And I would like to thank them, the town employees, publicly for the service that they provide to our community. Many times it is a thankless job, but though you may not know our employees' names, they're out there doing the very best they can for us all. So thanks, everyone. It's been a great ride, and Happy New Year.
Okay, thank you, Counselor Holly. I knew that I was going to have the last word, so to speak, and don't exactly know what to say. It's been a very long, very challenging and eventful 4 terms in office. And I thank the town of Edgewood's people for pulling me back in, and I've pretty much decided, as you can tell, that I was not in the last election, that it's time to move on to other things. I hope that the incoming commission finds all of the project folders with all of the documentation laid out neatly on the table, waiting and ready for them when they arrive after the 1st of January. That, and I'm very happy to say we have a very nice completed audit, which will be released when the auditors have had that sent to the state. As Councilor Jaramillo knows, or should I say Commissioner-elect Jaramillo. We also have a very, very healthy budget. We have a lot of funding to be put into roads, which we were unfortunate not to be able to budget at this time. I hope to see those items budgeted. There are already quotes to fix a very large group of roads, perhaps pave several roads. We are poised for the construction of the Edgewood 7 Trail. All of the obstacles with regard to ownership have been resolved, and that can move forward at any time, and I hope the commission takes that up right away. We have the Section 32 project, which would allow the town to buy that whole area up there for a very, very, very nominal amount of money, and we have the funding to do the development and improvements on that section pretty much ready to go. There's one minor obstacle with one of the state departments that will have to be ironed through. I'm certain that the new incoming commission will be able to resolve that. I'm also looking forward to Councilor Ring's bridge, which will be a great enhancement to our recreational area development on Section 16. That project is fully funded and ready to go. We also have several other projects going on with improvements at our sewer facility and several other things happening. All of those projects, as I said, are ready and waiting for the new commission to take them up. Unfortunately, and to my community, I apologize that under my leadership over the last, I guess it's been about a year and a couple of months, we weren't able to accomplish a whole lot. I definitely would have preferred otherwise. And with that, I will go into calendar review. The town offices will be closed December 23rd at noon through December 26th. In the observance of the Christmas holiday, town offices will also be closed the 30th at noon through January 2nd in observation of New Year's. The Town of Edgewood Commission will be sworn in tomorrow evening at 6:30, and they will draw cards to see who has long and who has short terms. And although we don't yet have an agenda, I would assume that agenda will be forthcoming. The Town of Edgewood will have its first organizational meeting for its commission on January 3rd at 6:30 p.m. And with that, I will ask a motion to adjourn and say goodnight. Do I hear a motion to adjourn?
I make a motion to adjourn.
Do I hear a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second to adjourn the final council meeting of the Town of Edgewood. Thank you, everyone. How do you vote, council?
Aye.